Alright, so I have this idea. I want to build a gaming PC that is going to run as good, if not better, than an Xbox Series X, which, if you don't know, is $550. But I also want it to run for less money. I want to pay maybe 500 max. We'll see how this all plans out, but I mean, basically, the main thing that's going to run this whole thing is going to be the graphics card, which I got on a steal. I paid $300 for an RTX 3050, and that's just going to be the main part of the PC. From there, it's super hard to bottleneck that thing. What we can do is we can just take a Dell Optiplex, throw that sucker in there, and then we should be off to the races. We want an SSD as well. SSD. So those are going to be our three components. We need those three, then we'll be great. This is going to be really cool. I'm super excited for this. Essentially, I'm going to be taking an RTX 3050, which I bought for just under $300, use its power, and throw it into one of those crappy pre-built business computers, and then put in an SSD to throw it all together. So I've been looking at a few SSDs. What I really need it to be is 1 terabyte and around $100. Luckily, we have these 2.5-inch drives that I found. And these 2.5-inch drives, I mean, they're just coming in at like $70, $80. I mean, I'll probably go for the SanDisk one, or maybe the Crucial. Other than that, we just have to get the PC after this. And with that, I went ahead and bought the SSD for $85.79, bringing our total to $377.07. I'm gonna head over to the store right now, to the surplus and salvage store. Now, hold on. This store is quite special. It takes any surplus or salvaged items pertaining to tech and sells them at a massive discount. So hopefully I'll be able to get one of those business computers for around $100 or less. Hopefully we'll be able to find a Dell Optiplex with, I really want an i7 in it. Just those 4 cores. Honestly, the gen doesn't matter. We could go as low as like 4400K. Not ideal, but if it works, it works. So I traveled to the store and got myself the PC, an HP EliteDesk 800 Gi TWR. The only thing I know about it before opening it up is that it has an i7 with 4 cores, most likely 4th generation. Okay, so I just got back from the surplus and salvage store, and I got this bad boy. This is what we're gonna be using to build the PC. Let's make sure it's actually like compatible. That's gonna be the biggest step right here. My initial reactions with this is it's just really dirty. I'm just gonna have to clean it out. We do only have 1 RAM in here, and it's 4 gigabytes. I mean, DDR3 is dirt cheap anyway, so I might even just buy 32 gigabytes of DDR3. I really hope that this processor is a i7. As long as it's 4th gen, that's fine. I just really need it to be an i7 and have those 4 cores. We also have on these PCIe slots. They work, and we should be able to put a graphics card in it, but I'm not sure how we're gonna power it. Well, Past Joseph, I'm glad you asked. For the RTX 3050, we needed 130 watts of power for peak usage. We get 75 from the port it's plugged into, and for the rest of the power, I'm just gonna use a SATA to 8-pin connector, giving it 54 more watts. With a total of 129 watts, it should be fine. GPUs can get undervolted, and 1 volt shouldn't make that big of a difference. I mean, other than that, I mean, it looks like it shouldn't be too hard. Maybe an hour or 2 of work, but it should be easy. I'm excited for this. I just got back from finally gathering all the parts. I got the SSD, the tower, of course, the RAM, the SATA to 8-pin, and then, of course, the graphics card. Let's get to building this thing. This is gonna be so cool, man. First things first, I need to organize and get out all the tools that I need. Now, we can open up the case and try to put the graphics card in it. This was the moment I realized I messed up. The graphics card does not fit in the slots. It is way too wide and just too long to fit. But luckily, I have a solution. I can go onto Amazon and buy a PCIe extender. It plugs into the slot and then can just plug directly into the graphics card. Mounting it might be tricky, but we'll figure it out. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. The PCIe extender has been acquired, so let's get building it. I then spend the next hour plugging in everything that needed to be, and that brings us to seeing if whether or not it turns on. Oh.
And so we have it, a fully functioning computer. Now is to install drivers, games, and edit settings to see what all it can handle. I'm going to be using Halo 2 Anniversary to test it because 1, it's a game on both Xbox and PC, but 2, it pushes the limits of both. The experience playing was awesome. Little to no lag, I ran on the highest settings, and most importantly, it stood at a solid 80 FPS on all of this, and 120 Hz refresh rate on the monitor, reaching even up to 120 frames per second, more than beating out the Xbox Series X. But how much did it cost? The RTX 3050 was $291.28, the SSD was $85.79, the Elite Desk was $53.88, the 8-pin to SATA connector was $7.50, the PCIe extender was $12.86, bringing our total to $451.31, including tax. Without tax, which is what the Xbox is listed as, we spent $419.72, over $130 less than the Xbox Series X.
So, in conclusion, is this worth it? Definitely. I mean, this outperforms my gaming laptop, which I spent $700 on. It's an Acer Nitro 5, and it's really good. That laptop I'm probably editing this on right now, and it's doing better than it would on Halo 2 Anniversary. As long as you can handle the jankiness of it, I would say go for it. Maybe find a secure mounting system or get a better tower that has space for RTX 3050. This can be your next gaming computer. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Either click on a video of mine that you think you'd like, or subscribe. Either one's fine, or both, preferably. And, hey, take care out there.